Aquarius, my unicorns of the zodiac, welcome back to the channel. My cutie patootie looking all that's so yummy. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So, Aquarius, today we are going to be doing your reading from August 18th to the 24th. And in this reading, we're going to take a look at your past, present, and future. We're going to clarify the main challenge and get some advice. And also at the end, I'm going to give you a relationship advice from an oracle card. Thank you for your beautiful patience. I really appreciate you, dear Aquarius. And I know that somebody asked me, why do you call us the unicorn? It's a long story, but long story short, you are the unique sign for me in the zodiac. You are somebody that's very authentic, unique, one of a kind. We're in the age of Aquarius, so there's many things that I can talk about Aquariuses, but you know, you're just so unique in everything. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into your reading and see what's going on. So Gemini, I just did Aquarius. I cannot stop this reading. I'm not gonna redo it. Aquarius. Honey, I'm so sorry. I apologize. Some of you are dealing with the Gemini. Let's just put it that way. Okay, so your challenge here is the Knight of Swords, Aquarius. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Swords followed by the King of Cups. So Aquarius, your challenge here has to do a lot with some sort of a decision, spontaneous decision. You know, this could be a test that you're going through. I do see here showing up in your challenge and also at the bottom of the deck, Aquarius energy, right? Swords, Knight of Swords, King of Swords. And this is about you experiencing some sort of a decision here, okay? Or going through some sort of a test. You are the sign of detachment. You are the sign that, you know, you can definitely unhook yourself from situations and look at it from a logical perspective. We're going to get some more information when we clarify. In the recent past, you have the Eight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and the Strength card. So in the recent past, it looks like that you were in a connection with somebody, possibly a Leo that you were dealing with. Could have been, I'm getting here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This situation was working well, okay? I see here a lot of happiness. I see here a lot of stability with the Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. It was almost like break upon break, break on break, building some sort of a foundation with this person. We're gonna get some more insights and clarify. In the present moment, you have the Six of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. You're showing up in the present moment as the Queen of Swords, and this is talking about a major decision. And you know, not a gender specific, could be a king and a queen. This is about making a decision here, dear Aquarius, in terms of love. Do you want to open up yourself to this person or not? Or maybe there is a new person coming in towards your way. But I feel like this is about you detaching. I'm just getting the word detachment for all the air signs recently, like literally. Okay, and for many of you, whatever has happened in the past for you, I think there is something really good coming towards your way. Some sort of a celebration, a recognition. Somebody could see you just being in your own world, doing your own thing and wanting to make an offer to you. We're going to find out more. In the near future, you have the High Priestess, the Three of Cups, and the Page of Wands. So in the near future, I do see here a potential reconciliation that could be taking place between you and another sign. We're going to find out more when we clarify, okay? At the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Swords, King of Cups, yeah, and the Judgment. So there is a major realization you're going to make, okay? Like I said, could be strong Scorpio energy, could be another air sign, Libra, Gemini, of course. My apologies, but I do feel like here that there is a test. You're going through a major test here. What are you gonna do with this person? What is the best course of action? So let's get into your reading and clarify. All right, Aquarius. So let's see what is your challenge. What is your test here about with the Knight of Swords? Knight of Swords energy is Aquarius, by the way, and it's a very crystal clear, cookie cutter type of energy. Like it's a decision making energy and very abrupt and spontaneous. Now the Knight of Swords is clarified by the Four of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. Okay, so you know, the Ace of Wands, my favorite card out here after the Magician. Now this is about you, Aquarius, not about me. So, dear Aquarius, your main challenge here has to do a lot with trust issues and if you want to really cut somebody out of your life or not. You could be dealing with the Queen of Cups, King of Cups, Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You could be dealing with another air sign, could be fire sign. I see here a lot of trust issues, and you're wanting to really make a decision. Are you going to stay with this person? Are you going to wait for this person or keep them in your life or not? Seven of Swords here is showing somebody that's actually tiptoeing. So there is somebody here that might have lied to you, cheated on you, or there is this sense of distrust, mistrust that you have towards this person. And with the Four of Wands, this is talking about possibly a union that you already have with this person. Maybe you already share the same space. Maybe you already share some sort of assets together. You live together. Or there is something that really binds both of you together. And there is a major decision that you are wanting to make. You might have woken up to the realization, there might have been an awakening within you that, you know what, like, I don't know if I really want to be with this person anymore. I don't know if I really should wait for this new beginning, if I should give a chance to this person or not. Exactly. Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. The reason why I'm showing the cards, because I'm all about transparency here, right? So there is a back and forth energy here. This is a task that you're going through right now. And I feel like that your patience is actually kind of running thin. I know that you are a very patient sign overall, but there is something about trust that's a big thing, right? Like my best friend Aquarius would say, capital letter trust is honestly the best policy. So let's see what is this, like how is this test stemming from, right? In the recent past, Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the Seven of Wands, Seven of Cups, and the Page of Cups. So it looks like in the recent past, dear Aquarius, there was a lot of challenges, okay? And you might have really, really given the considerate thought to if you really wanted to be with this person in the first place. There was a lot of investment, brick by brick. You guys were building things upon each other, okay? And you felt like maybe, I don't know, this person is not really contributing fully. You know what I'm saying? Over time, it's like you just constantly felt that you had to fight for this relationship, fight for this connection, put all of your efforts into it and try to make it work. So Page of Pentacles. Now, I see here also financial differences between you and this person, possibly also authority. Somebody here had a different authority than the other one. The Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Star, the Eight of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Some of you felt emotionally disconnected from this person. You showed up as the Star. The Star is a card of Aquarius in tarot, right? So some of you felt extremely emotionally disconnected by this person over time. Okay, it's very natural. You know, my readings flow to me very naturally. When I see the imagery, Aquarius, I'm able to really interpret them the way that I see. And of course, we know this is a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. So Aquarius, you felt like that there was something that was hidden from your eyesight. There was a lot of questions that you did not really see, right? You have the Seven of Swords here also showing up in your challenge and the Eight of Swords. Something here that might have been really concerning you, that you really ask yourself. This person could have walked out of your life at a very difficult time. Somebody here might have abandoned you. Somebody might have stopped communicating with you. I'm getting here somebody that also behaved or became emotionally unavailable. Okay, now the Strength card here in the recent past, selfish energy, is clarified by the Three of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Five of Pentacles. Some of you ended things with this person due to the fact that possibly there was some sort of a third-party situation here that might have caused you and them to go into different directions. The third party here could be a person, it could be a job, it could be a pet, it could be anything, right? I do get the sense of, though, there was somebody here that you might have even known or suspected that this person was being with, okay? And this has to do a lot with, you know, someone that maybe also has a strong personality. You dealt with someone who is very stubborn. Could have been a fixed sign, Taurus, possibly another Aquarius, could have been Scorpio and Leo. Okay, so in the recent past, I see here you unfortunately having to walk away or disconnecting from this person. And this is not the first rodeo. This is not the first test that you have experienced with this person. Now, in the present moment, dear Aquarius, I feel like that your detachment, you know, you have that ability to transform and to transmute. So for many of you are actually starting to celebrate life more. There is a sense of fulfillment here. There is a sense of, you know, taking ownership and accountability for what you truly want to go after in career and in life. It's clarified by the Judgment, the Two of Swords, and the Page of Wands. So even though you're in the midst of this success, you're in the midst of this really celebrating life and being very successful, right, in whatever it is that you are doing. So I do see here you still contemplating, okay, still having to make a decision here, an important decision, has to be made. It feels like this is a test, okay, and because you can feel somebody's energy around you, there's a lot of passion towards this person, but you're not sure if you really want to give them a second chance here or not with the Ace of Cups. So let's clarify the Ace of Cups, dear Aquarius. So the Ace of Cups is clarified by the High Priestess, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, I love that. That's your energy. I really love when I'm doing the signs and their energy show up as the King and the Queen, right? So you're trusting your intuition that this relationship and this connection is about investment. How much you want to invest into this relationship. Seven of Pentacles in the middle card. It's about contemplation. It's about thinking. It's about doing a lot of internal, thinking whether you really want to go forward with this person, how far you want to go with them. And you're trying to really trust your intuition. You're maybe watching tarot readings. You're maybe getting a reading about this person because there is a decision you have to make. This is about a test. And your challenge here is the Knight of Swords again, right? It's like almost you are kind of connecting the dots and being able to really decide if you should give this person a second chance or not. Like I said, could be a Leo or somebody who actually has Leo in their birth chart, right? Could be a Cancer that has Leo, could be Taurus that has Leo, or Aries. I'm getting Aries. Now, in the present moment, you have the Queen of Swords here twice. I'm going to clarify the Queen of Swords, dear Aquarius. So the Queen of Swords is clarified by the Ten of Wands, the Justice, and the Three of Wands. For a very small number of you, dear Aquariuses, there could be legal matters involved into this situation as well. So there is a situation that has to be situated. Okay, with the Justice, you want balance, you want equality. You don't want to be the one that's constantly going to be carrying all the burdens on your shoulder. You don't want to be also constantly waiting. There is something here that you are wanting to decide. Okay, and the Justice here is also about a test. It's about almost like the universe is testing you again, Aquarius. Are you going to go back to somebody? Are you going to give someone another chance who might have abandoned you, who might have really become emotionally shut down and walked away, right? Because there is something here that you didn't see. Brick by brick, but over time, you felt the heaviness and the burdens and the weight on your shoulders to constantly, get invested into this connection. Now, in the near future, you have the High Priestess showing up again. So when the High Priestess shows up twice, in the present moment, in the near future, you're being asked to trust your intuition and to be extremely honest with yourself and really see if this is somebody that you would really want to see a future with. Now, the High Priestess is clarified by the King of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. The cards do not lie. And you don't have to know tarot your whole life. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, King of Cups. King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, Ace of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And you're stressed out about this. So in the near future, you really, really are going to need to make that decision to pass the test, to really be honest with yourself. Do you really want to give this person a second or maybe 2,555 chances or not? You already know. Because this reconciliation or this request for a reconciliation, when it comes in, this is gonna, it's not gonna be surprising for you because you already have been detached, but it's like almost gonna kind of catch you off guard, right? So the Three of Cups here in the near future is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. This person is gonna be headed towards your way for some sort of a request of wanting to live with you under the same roof or wanting to marry you or maybe legalize something. There is a sense of legal marriage, something here about getting back together or maybe start to share assets together again. Okay, and there is also something about money and finances that this person could be requesting you for as well. Okay, Page of Wands. Let's clarify the Page of Wands, dear Aquarius. So the Page of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. So in the near future, when this news and when this communication comes in, because the Eight of Wands here is about communication and news, right? When this communication comes in, dear Aquarius, you're definitely going to be doing a lot of thinking. You might even hold back. You might not even want to give it a chance right away. I see here you slowing down. Your way of passing the test, dear Aquarius, is going to be you just kind of like taking a step back, really, really observing and really seeing how is this person dealing with their finances and money. There is something about this person, maybe they were an overspender, they maybe had drinking habits, or there is something about this individual that that tells me like money, you know what I'm saying? Could have been even greedy. Sorry, cross-watcher, if this is not your story. If you're not the greedy cross-watcher, that's fine. But I'm just gonna say this. Someone was being very like needy with their money, cringy, like greedy with their money. So I'm saying somebody here was not really being invested in the recent past that we saw. So you are going to be wanting to really observe this situation carefully so that you don't end up into the same position again and again. Okay, and that's a major decision here. And your way of passing the test, again, let me say that it's going to be you going extremely slow. Okay, you're going to be waiting for the universe to give you the green light to move on, and that green light has to do a lot with this person's behavioral patterns and the changes that they're going to portray and show you, okay, that they have changed. So let's get the advice for you, and then I'm going to pull the message for your relationship. So Aquarius, you have the 8 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, and the 4 of Wands. In order for you to be with this person, 4 of Wands, marriage, proposal, family, okay, on living under the same roof, you need to see the truth. 8 of Swords, you need to see the truth. You got to be able to see the entire truth, and also make sure that this person has done a lot of healing within themselves. 4 of Swords. And I'm going to say this, a lot of people go and get surgeries and they do this and they try to fix this about their bodies and they try to fix this about them. They need to have a spiritual surgery. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Person needs to have a spiritual surgery, and that is not really that complicated. It's about doing breath work, meditation, and being honest with themselves. I'm saying, and a person can have the house and the car and the money and everything, but if they haven't healed themselves and if they have not been able to really be connected with the source, the divine, right, they're not going to be able to experience successful and fulfilling relationship. That's just how it is, because relationships are not meant to be that much work. Because two souls who are connected to the divine and to the source, Aquarius, then they're going to be able to come together, right? And I know you understand the concepts I'm talking about. You know, it's not always easy, rosy color. Yeah, we go through breakups, we go through certain things, but what do we learn from that? What do we learn? How do we level up, right? Has this person changed? How is their relationship with money? Do you think that they think that they gotta have all the house and all the money and everything that's gonna make them happy, and then they discard the relationship? That's a major question you're gonna need to ask yourself when you're with this person, in order for you to also see the truth. Now let's get the wisdom of the oracle message here for you. What is this that you need to know about your relationship? So observer, very Aquarian energy here. Okay, so number 49, you have observer, Aquarius. Like I said, observing, right? Standing still, Knight of Pentacles energy, not moving forward, not wanting to, you know, be hasty into this decision. So 49 relationship message for you is going to be, sometimes you just can't, sometimes very short. Sometimes you can't just see the forest for the trees in your way. Feelings can get all jumbled up, and often you hear one thing when a person says another. It can be like an echo of an unresolved past experience dubbed over your conversation. Take time out before you react. It's likely the other person has no idea how his or her words have affected you. Take a few steps back and lend something understanding to the situation. Have faith in your connection and trust that you can come together. Take to higher ground now and cultivate curiosity about what you observe in yourself, in others, and in the landscape. You will find things much improved sooner than you know. So it's all about observing. It's all about taking all the facts into consideration and not rushing into this, dear honey, cutie patootie Aquarius. Look, you know, they're so good. So dear unicorn of the zodiac, one of a kind, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for coming to the Renaissance Tarot. I hope that this reading helped and gave you some clarity. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.